Hello, it's Candace. Gentle yoga for everyone. Let's start with some stretches. We'll guide the arms outward, allow the arms to flow overhead. We're breathing deep through the nose on the exhale. Let's dive forward to a forward fold. Begin to bend the knees. Release forward. Knees bending, hips hinging so the chest can rest on the thighs. Next breath allows us to rise up. Hands are placed on our shins. We're going to press the heart forward, and then we'll connect with the flat back forward fold. From here, we'll take another cleansing breath and begin to bend the knees, spreading the shoulder blades across the back. Chin flows towards the collarbone. Eyes remain open for focus and concentration. From here, let's place our hands on our mat. We're going to step our feet outward. With the feet stepping outward, we're opening the hips. We're guiding all the weight of our body into our heels to ground ourselves. From here, allow your chest to flow towards the wall behind you. Begin to bend the elbows. And if able, just lower the elbows as much as possible without straining. Be sure to keep your eyes open for focus and concentration. From here, we're stretching our hamstrings and quadriceps, and we have the blood flow coming into the head, which is very good for the brain and increasing oxygen levels with each breath. So just see how deep you can breathe on your inhale. On the exhale, be sure to hollow your belly by guiding your navel inward. From here, slowly press your palms into your mat. Elbows begin to straighten. From here, we can take a breath and walk our hands towards the left foot. We're going to point the left toes away from the body. The left knee will bend. Let's lift up our right heel, and we'll be able to sink into a nice deep lunge, getting a nice stretch. So we have the right heel lifted, and the left heel is on the mat. And we can just rock from front to back while we're breathing. The next breath allows us to press our hands into the mat. We're going to rise up, guiding the right heel onto the mat, walking hands center. All 10 toes point towards the front. And now the next breath guides us to walk our hands opposite direction. Should be the right toes pointing away from the body. The left heel will rise. Let's bend that right knee. Release our weight into the hips. Be sure to guide your navel inward. Notice your heart rhythm as we're stretching. And also breathing deep. From here, we'll take a breath. We're going to press the hands into the mat. We're going to rise up, straightening the front leg, guiding the back heel to the mat. Walking hands center, connecting back with a forward fold, eyes open. The next breath allows us to heel toe the feet inward until ultimately the legs will touch. With legs touching, guide the knees to bend and slowly rise up. Palms will face forward, and just see how slowly you can flow upward, lifting up one vertebrae at a time, extending arms out, lifting the heart, fingertips rise all the way towards the sky. Once the fingertips point up, take another full breath. On the exhale, we're going to rotate the arms in, guide them closer, allow the palms to touch, release the elbows to bend. See how much air you can guide into your lungs. We're going to rest our thumbs on our sternum with shoulders relaxed. We'll gaze downward, connecting with our heart rhythm. Connecting with the rise and fall of the chest. Elongating the spine with each inhale and hollowing the belly with the exhale, guiding the navel inward. A wonderful way to strengthen the diaphragm. Now we can gaze down. So let's gaze down towards the tip of the nose in reflection. If we choose, we can set an intention or a dedication for a practice. or simply connect with our own heart energy. Now we'll blink the eyes open a little wider. We'll be prepared to start our yoga practice for this evening. For this evening, we're going to start in the chair pose, so let's breathe and begin to bend the knees. As the knees are bending, as the name suggests, we're going to act like we're sitting in a chair. So we're hinging in our hips, and we're bending as deep as we can while we keep our heels on our mat. We have the belly hollow. The next breath guides the arms to press together actively. So the palms are actively pressing together. We'll create an engagement in biceps, triceps, as well as the pectoral muscles. And the next breath guides the arms to flow forward. Elbows straighten, release your palms. And this is a chair pose, engaging our core, so good for the body. In this chair pose, the abdominal wall is activated, the pelvic floor is activated, and we're toning the leg muscles. So when we strengthen the core, this is how we improve our balance. From here, we can take a breath, guide the arms closer, let the palms touch, breathe, elbows bend. Thumbs rest on sternum, shoulders relax. Next breath guides the right heel to rise. And now connect with the focal point that's below your shoulders and take a breath. And we're going to lift the right knee. So the heel that's lifted, you're going to lift that leg. So we're going to guide the belly in and allow the leg to rise. And in yoga, sometimes we can get wobbly. It's okay. It's okay if you're wobbling. It's okay if your foot comes down. Just keep breathing. Just lift it back up if you're able. And if you're not, you can keep your big toe on the mat. From here, we'll guide the right knee to splay out, and we're going to place the low leg on the bending leg. So we're focused on flow of breath and the beating of the heart. From here, we'll take a cleansing breath. We're going to guide that right knee to rise and uncross the leg. Allow the sole of the foot to release to the mat. When it does, press the palms together actively and begin to flow upward, straightening knees, lifting heart. Fill the lungs completely as the elbows straighten, palms face forward, and we relax our shoulders and connect with a very strong mountain pose. Allow your breath to be fluid. Allow your breath to be long and deep. We'll take another cleansing breath. And as we exhale, rotate arms in. We're going to bend our knees. The arms begin to lower. The knees are bending. We're hinging in our hips. Think about sitting in that chair. And from fingertips to tailbone, we create that diagonal line. I'll show you. So this is the diagonal line from fingertips to tailbone. Now we're going to do the same flow on the other side. We will guide the opposite heel to rise. So it should be your left heel rising, whatever is opposite. And when you're ready, take your breath and guide that leg to rise up. So breathe, pull your belly in. If you guide your navel in, you'll notice that that helps the leg rise, as well as gazing at a focal point that's not moving. The next breath guides the leg to cross, and we're just going to keep breathing, allowing the breath to center the body. On the inhale, we're going to uncross, release the foot all the way back down. When the foot connects with the mat, we rise up slowly. We're breathing, lifting the heart up, lengthening the spine, and relaxing shoulders. Awesome flow. Another posture we can do for balance would be a tree pose. So let's rotate the arms in, guide them closer, let our palms touch, elbows bend. Let's lift the heart up. Rest the thumbs on the sternum, shoulders relax. We'll guide the right knee to bend, right heel rises. Allow the knee to splay outward as you breathe. So this is a modified tree pose. We have the bending knee splaying outward. We have our thumbs resting on our sternum and shoulders relaxed. This is the modified tree pose. We're strengthening the body and we're improving posture. Be sure to lift your heart on the inhale and receive more length in the spine. From here, we will press the palms together and we'll allow the hands to rise. This is how we grow the branches of the tree in tree pose, releasing palms forward and guiding the elbows to a slight bending. Right? So in this tree pose, we are strengthening our core and we're increasing our ability to balance the body, increasing focus and concentration. The next breath guides the arms to rotate in. Your palms will face each other and allow the arms to flow closer. Palms touch, release elbows to bend. Remember, lift your heart on your inhale. Together we'll meet up at heart center and we're going to guide the bending knee forward. Allow the leg to straighten. Breath transfers our weight to our heels with relaxed shoulders. The next breath guides the opposite knee to bend. The heel will rise. We'll guide the bending knee to splay out. Very good for the hip flexors. Remember, keep pressing those palms together. Follow the flow of the breath. On your next breath, press the palms together actively and allow the hands to rise upward, keeping palms touching and lifting heart at the same time. Releasing the palms forward, elbows have a nice soft bend. A focal point does help us with our balance. So just be active with your breath, seeing how much air you can guide into your lungs during your inhale. Be sure to exhale completely, guiding the navel inward. The next breath guides the arms to flow inward and come closer. Palms will touch and we release the elbows as we're breathing, lifting our hearts up. Thumbs will rest on the sternum. Then we'll guide the bending knee to flow forward. Release the heel to the mat. Breathe. Transfer your weight towards your heels with relaxed shoulders. Awesome flow. From here, we can take a breath. Guide the arms to rise up. Palms face forward, shoulders relax. We'll connect in what is called a mountain pose. This is my favorite yoga posture. Very simple, however, so effective. With the fingers straight, we're engaging the tendons in the fingers, the wrist. With the palms facing forward and we're squeezing the elbows, we engage the elbows, which are a hinge joint. When we squeeze them, that's how we activate our bicep, tricep muscles and tone them. In this mountain pose, we're also relaxing the shoulders. So we have the shoulders away from the ears. And this is how we strengthen the shoulder rotator cuff, all right? Because in this mountain pose, we're not still. We're noticing the various body parts and engaging them. We're noticing our kneecaps, which are squeezing. We're noticing how all the weight of our body is in our heels. And we're noticing how our toes are spread very widely and they're pressing into our mats. Right. Full inhalation and a complete exhalation. From here, we'll rotate the arms in and we'll lower the right arm slowly. And we can have that right palm face the front of the room, face forward. When the fingertips flow towards the mat, we'll bend the right knee. The right heel will rise. With the right heel lifted, we're going to take a breath and we're going to reach upward with the left hand. Let's breathe, reach, and lift the right foot at the same time. Breathe, reach. The right foot rises. All right? From here, we can capture the ankle if we choose. And just keep lifting that heart up. Keep lifting the left hand up. And this is called a dancer's pose. Balancing on one leg. Breathing deep. If you're unable to lift the leg, that's fine. You just keep your toe on the mat. That's fine. So there's many variations to the dancer's pose. From here, we'll take a breath and then release where we're holding the ankle or foot. The sole of the foot connects with the mat. Inhale, right arm rises. Together, we'll meet up back at our mountain pose. Palms facing forward, shoulders relaxed. What a wonderful flow. Let's take another cleansing breath. On the exhale, opposite arm will lower, and perhaps that should be the left arm, whatever is opposite. And we're lowering the arm slowly because this is how we strengthen the ligaments and tendons in the shoulders, elbow. All right, so just move slow and let your breath be your guide. Don't feel rushed. From here, we'll take a breath and we'll guide the left knee to bend. The left heel will rise up. And now connect with the focal point. All right, so if you're a beginner, connect with the focal point that's below your shoulders. If you're more advanced, you can pick a focal point above your shoulders. So when you're ready, take a breath, reach your right hand up and lift the left foot. Remember, lift your heart. All right, and remember, I said it's okay. If you can't lift your foot, just keep your toe on the mat. That's fine. So just keep breathing, lifting your heart up, and noticing your own heart rhythm. We're breathing so deep we can feel it behind the heart, and we're allowing our breath to center our body. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a complete breath. And on the exhale, we'll release where we're holding the ankle or foot. Allow the foot to return to the mat. Inhale, left arm rises. We'll reconnect with mountain pose. The breath guides the arms inward and closer. Palms touch, elbows begin to soften. We're pressing the palms together actively, guiding the elbows to bending as we lift our heart up. The breath is full. The breath is deep. We flow back to heart center, relaxing shoulders. From here, we'll take a complete breath. On the exhale, we're going to release and fold forward. The light in me bows down to the light in you. Namaste. Let's inhale and rise up. Let's breathe and rise up slowly. With a lifted heart, we'll relax our shoulders and relax our hands. What a wonderful flow. Thank you so much for practicing today, and I invite and encourage you to subscribe, and if you found this video helpful, share it with others. Again, I'm Candace with Gentle Yoga for Everyone. Have a beautiful day.